Welcome to About Art Gallery Edition. This is the first of many gallery editions to come. My new art gallery, the About Art Gallery, is all about bridging the gap between historical and contemporary art by showcasing how today's extraordinary talents echo and engage with the art of the past. Today, I'm on my way to Hackney to visit the British artist Daniel Quirke. Daniel often paints using reference photographs from his travels, and his use of colour is extraordinary. What I love about his art is that it betrays influences from different artists and different art historical periods. His paintings at times echo the work of Frida Kahlo, the nostalgia and romance of Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema's paintings, and the structure and colour of David Hockney's compositions. But I'll let him tell you all the rest. Let's go. Hi, hello.
Come in.
Thank you.
Come on in.
So Daniel. Hi, you're
Hello.
an artist.
Yes, I am.
You're based in East London.
Based in East London, in Hackney.
I love your work. Can you tell us about how you first got into painting and when it started, what made you enjoy it?
Yeah, I was always really into art as a kid. Like I was very close with my grandparents when I was a child, and I used to sit with my granddad with a big stack of paper and pens, and he used to say, tell me things to draw and colour, and I would sit there and I'd draw them and I'd give them to him, and then he'd give me another one to do, like draw a dolphin, draw a castle, draw a rabbit, and I'd just be literally churning them out like a production line. And then he kept every single one, and I think that was the thing that really sparked my love for art. I've always been like a creative person.
What do you like to paint? What do you most enjoy painting? How do you choose what to paint? I know that sometimes you sort of draw from reference photographs taken from many of your travels.
I really love photography, and I always have done. So whenever I go away, I've got a little Fuji camera which I just spend the whole time taking photos. I love painting from reference, and especially my own reference. For me, I don't know why, I just love capturing a moment and then translating it into a painting. Yeah, so I do tend to work from my own reference and from travel. I'm very influenced by my main starting point is always the colour and the composition. Yeah,
to me, I mean, your art is very much, or how I see it at least, it's you capturing a moment.
Yes.
And then sort of transforming that fleeting moment into something that feels timeless. And it's almost about how you perceive that moment and how your memory of it is sort of informing the experience of it.
Yeah.
So for me, they're really careful sort of views that blend the documentary with the sort of personal.
Yeah, I think that's so true. I also am very drawn to the past.
Yes.
So when I can see the past in the present, so whether it's an old ticket booth or I'm doing this one of a subway train in Japan, and it feels very old but in a new way.
I love that. Yep.
As you can see, I am drawn to old stuff.
Yes.
I don't know, it just has a chokehold on me.
Well, I mean, I can feel it in your art. I think a lot of your works, they evoke this sense of nostalgia and this sort of deep ache for a moment that's gone.
I'm such a nostalgic person, so maybe that is why. Maybe it's all making sense now.
So I'd love to hear about some of the works here.
So this one's called Levada, and it's based on a photo I took in Madeira. At the moment, I'm really drawn to kind of greens and foliage.
Yes.
So this was just such a nice exploration of the colour green.
I have to say your depiction of foliage is fantastic. It reminds me a little bit of Henry Rousseau. I don't know if you know his works, but he paints these sort of dream-like jungle scapes.
Oh,
He's
nice.
a post-impressionist artist, and it just recalled him to mind when I look at your work.
This one, I was actually on a run in Hackney, and I found this old tray, and it was so beautifully distressed naturally. And I was like, that all it needs is just a little pop of something of my own on there.
So this is La Casa del Cardenal.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a painting. So I took a photo when we were in Malaga, and we went to this antique shop, and they had this beautiful courtyard, and it was just this little oasis. And I loved the pink mixed with the green. I think that's the colour combo at the moment for me that is just so fixed in my head. But just that foliage with the architectural work, with the statues, there was just something about that mix which I was really drawn to.
One of my favourite artists, who's called Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema, I think he does something similar to you, and I think that's why this work speaks to me. Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema, he was a Victorian painter. He was Dutch by birth, but he lived for most of his life in the UK.
Yeah.
And like you, he loved to travel. So he went on so many travels around Europe, around North Africa, and he would paint these sort of romanticized depictions of the ancient worlds, of ancient Rome, ancient Greece. And they were part informed by meticulous observation and research and part informed by his own imagination. But what I love about his art is there's this deep need and desire and respect for capturing a moment and sort of holding it forever frozen.
Yeah.
And his works, they really do have this sense of nostalgia coming through. And for him, it's for a time that's no longer.
Yeah.
It's for, you know, the ancient world. For you, it's in a similar way for a time that is no longer. It's a moment from your travels that you're hoping to sort of make live on forever.
Yeah.
So I think that's what speaks to me between his and your work.
I hope people get from my art just like colour in the mundane. You know, seeing those moments of beauty in something quite like, you know, simple. Whether it's like a table of fruit covered in cellophane or a man on his way to work through a subway door. Just like forcing people to look closer in their own lives and look at, you know, the colour in things and like what inspires them and what moments in time and in place like give them joy. If I can do that for myself in my work, hopefully people feel the same when they look at a painting I've done and they see those moments and they see those memories and it makes them feel a certain way. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I loved hearing Daniel talk about his art. His paintings are currently for sale and can be seen via the About Art Gallery. You'll find the link to it in the description box down below. For any sales inquiries, email me at info@aboutartbytatiana.com. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.